Mic was muted at first. Hi, I'm Drake Daly, um, also known as Scouty online. And I haven't been making a lot of YouTube videos. That's because I've been busy with work and stuff. But that's just here or there. And I've had a second channel for a while, called Scouty Bigger, Longer, Uncut, which is a reference to South Park, which in itself is a reference to uncircumcised dicks. Um, yeah, I just remembered I have a zit right here. That's unfortunate. But that's human body. That's nature for you. Speaking of nature, that is an argument you hear a lot when it comes to weed. You'll hear a lot of people say weed can't be a drug because it's natural, which is fucking bullshit. It really is, and it pisses me off. And I know, like, people don't know, people, when you say stuff like that pisses you off, they're like, well, why does it matter? Like, you know that weed's a drug. You know that marijuana can affect your brain in a lot of ways. You're the responsible adult. And first off, I say I am fucking not a responsible adult. I spend $100 on a Japanese Sega Saturn, and then I come home from my 8-hour shift, cleaning shitters, to smoke up and play COD Zombies till fucking 5 o'clock in the morning. Um, but that's neither here nor there. Um, I'm kind of also saying that stuff to prove, like, I don't hate weed because I feel like I'm gonna get a lot from this video. Sorry, this video is very everywhere. This is like just me, just kind of venting, just kind of old man yells at cloud type bullshit. Um, but yeah, I'm not a responsible adult for one, and for two, uh, even if I was, who's not, a lot of people online, because a lot of people online, they're kids. Well, not like kids, but teenagers. But like after you like are adult for a while, let's say when you reach about 22, 23, you kind of start to realize, like, okay, there's really like not that much of a difference between a teen and a preteen, other than the teen talks a lot deeper, um, says a lot more profanity. She's just they're kids basically, and kids will always think that after like a certain age, the curiosity kind of goes away, and they start to think, I know how this shit works. I understand everything, but they don't. They really fucking don't, and that's why it's dangerous to say stuff like weed isn't a drug, because they're gonna think that that means weed is completely okay for them, which, I'm not gonna say like weed's gonna kill you. It's not. It really is not. That's why most people will just touch weed and never do anything else. It's why the whole weed is a gateway drug argument is such bullshit. If anything, there's a lot of things I would consider more of a gateway drug than fucking marijuana, like the shit we prescribe to fucking people. And I'm not like anti opioid. I'm anti over prescription, whatever. But yeah, I hate when people say that weed isn't a drug just because it's a plant. Because that also goes to show that you're fucking stupid, that you don't know anything about drugs because most drugs come from plants. When you think drug, other than marijuana, you know what's the second thing that comes to mind? Cocaine. Where does cocaine come from? The coca leaf, right? And yeah, it's like after they really modify the coca leaf, they extract all of the stuff from the coca leaf that properly makes the cocaine, but like it still comes from the coca leaf, right? And I will say I don't I think the US government restricting coca leaves is a little too far. Um to be fair, this is mostly because I have friends in Southern America and they get along just fine with like being able to have coca leaf plants. Um, Again, can you tell this is unscripted? I'm just going on random things. Like one of my friends, he needed to study for his I think it was something with his university. He needed to study for his finals, so he had to crank it up. So he made some coca leaf tea. And I make fun of him. I say, "Oh, you're a coke addict, dude." But obviously he's not, because he only does this when he really needs to. He doesn't really do it, and plus the coca leaf by itself isn't really as strong as cocaine. Uh, Again, way off topic, but I'm just spitballing here. Another one, opioids. Most of opioids um, find their root, pun not intended, um, from the poppy plant, right? So yeah, a, a lot of drugs fucking come from plants. That's why your argument falls apart where you're like, well, weed is a plant. Fucking, so is cocaine and opioids and so many other drugs. Kratom. Is that how you pronounce it? Kratom? Kratom? I don't know. That's the big new controversial drug on the market right now. Maybe I'll make a separate uh video with my thoughts on that because while I haven't done it personally, I have seen many videos of people explaining how Kratom is just so fucking crazy and I'm like I can't believe this is happening again. Yeah. Another thing I hate about some weed smokers is they really do make it their whole personality. And look, I take I have fun myself with some stoner jokes. Hopefully I edit it in right here. Like sometimes I'll make like a stupid edit of like, let's say for example Big Daddy and like rename it Blunt Daddy. You can argue that's clearly like super ironic, but like it's also like, I said earlier, like I do like blinkers and play COD Zombies till fucking 5 o'clock. I will say I don't actually do blinkers because I learned that's actually bad for your vape. But yeah, so it's like I'm not against the whole stoner humor, but then there's those people you like add them on Snapchat because you think they're cool, and all their stories are it's just them packing a bowl, right? And it's like that's like cool in like middle school, high school, where it's hard for you to get weed. And like I said, I don't really support it, but obviously I was a teen once. I say that like I'm fucking 45. I'm 23. But like you see these fucking people, they're like trying to seem cool, like packing a bowl every fucking day, or even just every week, and it's like, bro, like we get it. And they don't even tell you what strand they're smoking, so it's like you can't even be like, well, at least you gave me some useful information. I'll research this strain and see if it's right for me. But nope, they don't even do that. They just, yo, here's my bowl. It's like fucking cool, man. That's great. Kill yourself. Um, there's also the whole thing where they're like, "Oh, weed really fucking changed my life, man. It really changed me. It made it so that I'm not as egotistical anymore, even though all I do now is talk about how weed changed my life, man. I'm such a better person." Like, shut the fuck up. Go away, right? And then another thing I see a lot is that a lot of people posting videos of them doing like extreme stunts. Now, sometimes they'll be like a little jackass style, don't try this at home thing, which is like I don't know if that's really gonna do anything, but like I guess I can't. I guess technically you're trying to like warn people. Then you see people like um just do it with no warning, and I'm just like, what if like a teen sees this and thinks this is like how you normally smoke pot? Like that can be dangerous because like let me tell you, as someone who has like greened out before, it is not fun. You think you're gonna die and you're not. You are not going to die. But yeah, it's just not a good feeling, and I don't think kids should be doing that. I don't even think adults should be doing that. I guess there's kind of an exception to this, and it's that one woman who like takes a stack of gummies before shopping. Like I like that, but more so like it's kind of like what, how are you doing that? How did you build up your tolerance? Because she looks like she's still in her 20s. Like that's something you expect like someone who's been smoking weed since fucking Woodstock to do. But no, she's it scares me. It scares me, these people sometimes, you know. Yeah, that was kind of everywhere. Um maybe I'll figure out see if this is a type of video I want to make more, just like kind of those old fashioned style vlog, but yeah, that's about it. Uh fucking whatever.